New chapter. It's 11 o'clock. We know it's over at 6 o'clock in the morning, so we don't have that much time left, you guys. We get an achievement every time we get to a new chapter. All right, now we got to find this key before we can get down to the basement. Right, so we got the power working. Just to recap, wouldn't want to be here at this time of night. Exactly, William. So where are we? We don't have a key to the basement yet. I wonder if we're supposed to have it. I was thinking I'd seen that in the walkthrough that we had a key. So before we go out of here, let me just, and now that we have the power fixed, let's review. So we have creepy room with the beds and the door that we can't get down, right? Because it's sparking. Oh, it's not sparking now. But now we no longer seem to care about it. Ooh, we can go down it. Man, I'm glad we were reviewing. I didn't want to waste my time with this door. Wow. And look, it's all reddish too. Uh-oh, creepy music, you guys. Creepy music. Yeah, blood mist. Ooh. I had better things to do than fiddle with this random door. Locked. But I was not dying to get in anyway. Choosing a horror game during jazz time. It's almost October, and so we're going to be doing spooky things in October. I need to start working on my makeup for Halloween-a-thon, you guys. I'm excited now that my hair is short. I can do like some creepy spiky thing with it. Another scary guy. Hello, come in. Are we seriously going to start letting these people out? I wasn't desperate to enter that cell without first dealing with the high-risk patient in some way. Like maybe with the pickaxe. Don't do a clown. No, it won't be a clown. I did look at, I was trying to see if I could cosplay the main character from, oh, I don't want you to cry, from the game that we're going to play, but she just looks like a normal person. So nothing fun there. Oh, we're back here. Okay. Bruno's office felt like just another cell. The difference being, of course, he could leave when he pleased. Ooh, I wonder if we can get the keys now. Maybe that's the key we're looking for. Yes, you guys. Yes. Despite all the clutter in the room, there was nothing inside the cabinet. But the keys. Now we can take the keys back. Look, here's a key. I managed to make out old schedules and administrative stuff that wasn't worth my attention. But what about that? Wait, what is that thing? Bruno's desk was quite a mess. I feel like we looked at all this stuff already. This was Bruno's diary, basically. Oh, wait, we got more time. We got more times. All right, let's see. 2 keys seem to be missing. One is for the locked office of a certain Hawthorne. The other is for the office of the previous director, Hanwell himself. Oh, we got that far. Okay. 10 o'clock. So flipping Mozart here next to me somehow broke out of his cell and ran upstairs. He spent a fair amount of time trashing the cafeteria. However, this random guy, yeah, that's how bizarre this place is, helped me to calm him down. Whatever, I'll take it. At least I can get some rest before next rounds. 10:30. Ugh, the pounding is more than I can take now. Feels like it's my own head hitting the door. Screw it, I'll give him the music box again. All right, so maybe Bruno's gonna go crazy. Well, perhaps there will be a fair amount of just generic going crazy. All right, we don't want to push the button again, but we do want the keys. Where were the keys? They're right there. I bet this is the basement keys. Bruno was nowhere to be seen, and I needed access to more places, so I took the keys with me, and I wasn't proud of it. Oh, I'm pretty proud of it that I figured it out. I am damn proud of it. Let me just be honest. All right, let's go. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the keys to the basement. I don't know what that weird silver thing was on the bulletin board that kept appearing and disappearing. Keyring, wire cutter, ladder opener, check. Put words in my mouth, unnamed ex-patient. Exactly. Don't be telling me what I think and feel. Because, yeah. Alright, now we gotta make our way. And let me just point out, we fixed the power down here, too. So they really should be grateful to us. Wait, I did want to actually check these rooms again, just to make sure we did everything we were supposed to do on our way by. I've lost all... Okay, there's the basement. We gotta... I think that's what the key is for, but... Alright, so we got pickaxe. Wait. We got spooky boarded up mine shaft that seems inexplicably out of place in the game. Oh, paper. Hanwell Mental Institute, part 7. So we did miss some parts. We got like 1, 2, 3, and then 6. This all has to do with this Kirkbride thing, which we don't really understand what the deal is about it. So I'm going to just paraphrase you guys as I read through. Faults in design led to unforeseen practical difficulties. Rigid layouts prevented expansion. The Kirkbride plan soon became a significant problem in mental health. Personal wages, medications, blah, blah, small infraction of cost. So they were very expensive to run. High level of stress. Experts warned of a surge in mental health disorders. An increased need for specialized treatment centers. Thus, the demand for mental hospitals kept growing even as institutions adhering to the Kirkbride plan afforded only slow and costly construction. Concern intensified in the field as psychiatrists and medical professionals. Did architecture in fact play a role in mental health? I have to say I've never heard of this before. And so the prestigious Hanwell Mental Institute sought to adapt, as did many other mental hospitals, by undergoing extensive remodeling according to a new design philosophy that came to be known as the unit system. Instead of a single sprawling building, the various departments in which establishments would be separated into smaller, discrete structures. With this new approach, a purely administrative building would have no physical connection to one housing patients. To achieve this ambitious goal, many existing Kirkbride institutions resorted to constructing utilitarian underground tunnels connecting various buildings, since aesthetics were no longer a concern. Okay, so instead of that we were digging for gold down there, I guess we were digging tunnels between various buildings. That's sort of vaguely interesting. Okay, anything else? Doesn't look like it. I wonder where we missed those other ones. Hopelessly locked. Just checking. Okay, here's our basement. Oh, wait, did we go all the way to the end of this hall? I think we did. Okay, that was our pick-in. Oh, wait, what is happening here? Were there 2 of these? I'm confusing myself, you guys. Oh, no, that's pretty easy, but... All right, let's start at this end. There's one. There are 2. Check it out. And this door doesn't have a keyhole. All right. That was kind of wigging me out a little bit there. I thought I was having a moment. All right. It was locked. Guess what? No, we don't need that. We need to remember how to switch between tools. Wait. I think we got to stay on this symbol to make it work. No, go to the keys. I didn't need to cut that. Key ring. Bruno had better not see me holding this key ring. He had a bad temper. There is a way to cycle through. Oh, here we go. Keys. Okay, can we unlock the door? The lock clicked with a somewhat pleasant sound as I turned the key, which echoed throughout the corridors and the gloomy area downstairs. Bear, good morning. What is on your schedule today? Why do I have such a hard time with inventory management? What was that other game we played that I was having such a hard time with recently that I couldn't figure out how to work it? A fetid smell. Whoops, I didn't hear the... I was reminiscing and I didn't hear the thing about the fetid smell. Busy, huh? Oh, yeah, the drifter, and you helped me figure out how it worked. Maybe I just don't have enough imagination. Ooh. Thick chains prevented me from going that route. Bear, we are playing a scary game, getting ready for October. All right, check this deal out. All right, we need a tool for this. I assume that I could use a valve to turn this spigot. So we have to find a valve. Oh, here's a valve right here, but evidently we can't use that one. All right, so we're looking for a valve. The water, walking through water sound is pretty good, isn't it? Wait, I thought we could look at... Wait, go back here a little bit. Maybe we can't. Doesn't this seem like something we ought to be able to get into? I guess not. It seems like the city sewer. All right, it looks like a little puzzle about to happen. Pressure's building. Excuse me. Greenhouse, sewers, hydrotherapy, and the balcony. Balcony? This tube seemed to indicate the water level left in what I assumed was a septic tank. It was pretty high. Okay. Why do we care about that? We're going to wash ourselves out of here? The gate at the end of the sewers seemed to open only under certain conditions, possibly related to water pressure. Well, that explains why we care. So now we need to find the valve so we can reduce the water pressure. I feel like I've played this puzzle quite a few times. Oh, wait. Oh, there's our valve we needed. I took the valve with me. Rebel, play Celeste. Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to write that one down. So that's what we're going to play after this game, you guys. We're going to play Celeste. Valve. It was a sturdy valve that could be attached to a spigot or similar. Yeah, so I've been introduced to a lot of games I would never have played before if it weren't for the that channel point redeemed. So, yeah. I do have a valve. But somehow it's not popping up here. I really don't like the inventory system in this game. There, no, it's not the keys. Try again. Let's get our book out. Ugh. I think I already pulled the valve out. This was not one of those games. I actually wanted to play it. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I think I remember how to do it. No. Oh, this is wheels. Okay, good. Maybe we'll get the valve now. Oh, there it is. Boop. Okay, so now what I think what we gotta do is we gotta control. We gotta go check those levels again, and then we'll be able to get in that door. So we have to understand how this puzzle works. As I walked away, I realized that maybe the valve could come in handy somewhere else. Oh, so I should have taken it with me. Is that what you're saying? Look, it did change the water level. We'll go back and get it in a minute. Oh, maybe we got to put it on there? Or seem to open only under certain conditions. All right, so the water level is down a little bit. So maybe there's going to be other pipes that we have to use that valve on. So I think the sewer is down a little bit, maybe. I think they were all up and quivering like this when we looked at it before, maybe. The tube seemed to indicate the water level left in what I assumed was a septic tank. I'm not sure I really want to be flushing the septic tank because it's gross. Or going in there if that's what's behind there. All right, let's go get our valve back. And then I'm assuming that we got to slog around in the down here and find other places we can use it, perhaps. Because that's not giving us tool vibes. All right, let's look for other places along this pipeline that maybe we missed. And gross, right? The walking in water sound effect is a good one. Here's some valves. Look, these pipes are busted. Silver Lightning, what a cool name. You realize this game is called Asylum, and we're making a game called Arcade Asylum. Oh, that's cool. I'm assuming it doesn't have anything to do with this. Maybe it does. I shouldn't assume, as they say. Oh, no, no. Okay. But that you're making a game is cool. All right, let's grab our valve. Can we take it? Okay, we got it back. No horror. I don't play a lot of horror games, but I do play them during October. And whenever anyone drops their channel point redeem for a horror game. Okay, you guys, so these valves we can't actually get to. Here, all we can do is bash on this gate that we can't get into. So I'm guessing we gotta what? Get back out and go someplace else? Let's double check before we do that. I'm thinking this pipe situation is not a good from a plumbing standpoint. What do you guys think? Do you think Lenny could fix this? Seems like a little above his skill set, doesn't it? It's that Kirkbride architecture. It always has to be some old Victorian pile that's an insane asylum too, doesn't it? He could sweep it. He seems to be doing a good job at that one piece of floor he's sweeping upstairs. Maybe we should go upstairs and see if he's still there, if we can get past yet. I don't see any sort of clue in the wall. I feel like this is all we can do right now. This is not giving us a place to put our valve, right? No. This door we can't open because water pressure. We have to... I mean, and let's be honest. If that's the septic tank and we want to open that door, why? How is that going to help us recover our lost memories? Is there going to be somebody floating in there? In the septic tank that died? Maybe? I don't know. But that seems a little sus to me. All right, let's go. Okay. Let's check our book. Speak with Lenny. Okay, and drain the septic tank. Yeah. All right, let's go talk to Lenny. I would like Lenny to get out of our way so we can get down to the treatment room. I wonder if we need to give the keys back yet, or if, I guess Bruno will take them from us when we've had enough. We've had them long enough. I'm just blazing through this part, you guys. I'm assuming there's nothing else to do here. Is Bruno back in his office? No. Should we put the keys back? It was such an inspiring view. Not. No, I think we're going to keep the keys until we're forced to give them up. Very inspiring. Okay, where are we? I wish we could get to 105. Now we're back in the Hall of the Damned. Oh dear, yes, exactly. See, here's 105, but we can't get to 105. I mean, there's no reason those guys shouldn't be here during the remodel, right? What do they know? A radiator, but no lady in it. I don't understand that, what that is a reference to. Oh, look, we found a new thing. Hey, I want to pick the picture up. I can't pick up anything. Why does it seem like we should be able to pick that picture up? Unless we already picked it up and I don't remember, and that's why we can't pick it up now. That seems fairly likely. Because we were in here before. Now I'm intrigued. What is with the lady in the radiator? Is that a joke? I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, let's go. How did we get to Lenny? Oh yeah, through here. Through the cafeteria. There's nothing in here we didn't look at. Gross, moldy food. That's when I was chastising game devs for putting flies on multiple-year-old food. That was my PSA. I do remember that now. Okay. Lenny, my friend. Still sweeping away, I'm guessing. Wait, he's gone. Lenny! Wasn't Lenny in here? Am I forgetting? Where are we? New area, you guys. New area. Uh-oh, now I kind of want to go back and make sure I didn't skip anything. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Then Lenny will come back and I won't be able to get back here and I'll forever hate myself for not going ahead and doing it. Because this was Lenny's spot right here, right? Yeah. And look, he cleaned up so we can go upstairs now. The whole world is opening, you guys. The whole world is opening. All right, we can't talk to Lenny because we don't know where he went. Okay. Let's go. I say we stay on this floor then. Oh my gosh, it's a wealth of riches. It's like I'm lost now because I have so many choices. We're gonna have, at least we're gonna have things to do tomorrow. Okay, this looks like the laundromat. To think these clothes have been worn by patients, people I may have known in the past. Had they been discharged? Were they still alive or sane? I pondered these questions in the lonely night. The stench of these clothes was quite unbearable, and I didn't think even a good wash would fix that. Okay. Not really stenchy, is it? I mean, here's the laundromat. Why didn't they do a load on their way out? Wait. Clothes stained with the broadest variety of fluids you could imagine, with sources ranging from food to synthetic materials and bodily fluids. How do we know what they are? The size of the institute demanded large and industrial washing machines to keep up with the demand. I need to read faster. Okay, here we go. Broadest variety of fluids, blah, blah. Sources, okay. Synthetic materials and bodily fluids had paraded through these washing machines. Well, paraded seems a tad hyperbolic, but okay. So I didn't miss much. I actually thought we were going to talk about the washing machines. Oh, I guess we did. I think I missed some stuff because I didn't look back after I came through. All right, let's go out. Or check the door anyway. I wonder if this is how we get to the central courtyard. Oh my gosh, you guys, the game! It's opened up! The majestic yard in which so many patients communed and healed together was now in a sorry state, barely serving as a mere shortcut across the building. Yeah, I'm hard-pressed to think any communing and healing happened here in the best of times. We're not going to cut across. We're going back in, but because I'll get lost. But we will see what's out here. A once beautiful feature of the yard, the fountain, was now filthy and in shambles. Lenny is not keeping up. Sitting here used to make one feel hopeful, but definitely not now. So he can remember some stuff about his time here. I don't want to go up there yet because I'll lose my way. I could still remember the soothing sound of the water flowing, and part of me wished to see the fountain working again. Am I going to put that on my list of things to fix? There used to be such a pleasant smell in the yard. Hopefully they'd be able to help this place regain its former glory. The discarded appliance gave me weird vibes. It's almost as if someone had intentionally placed it in that spot as a means of twisted decoration. Okay. All right, let's go back in. Because we know we got other places we can go. We're gonna work our way around. It's interesting that an entrance to the courtyard would be off the laundromat. Let's go in here. A sad and naked plant, which might have been gorgeous and colorful once, decorated the center of the gallery. The perfect metaphor for Hanwell Medical Institute. Well, that is kind of a gallery, isn't it? I wonder if that's Anne Ebersbach. What do we think? I'm going to vote yes. Dr. Anne Ebersbach, psychologist. I think this is all her fault. Chilling. Ooh, that seems a little sensual for the insane asylum. Oh, is that Hanwell maybe? Or and what the heck is going on with this lady? Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, psychiatrist. Oh, okay. Hold on, we're going to look at the lady with her breast cut off in a minute. I don't recall if patients were allowed inside the gallery, but with these sorts of paintings, I hope not. Yeah, I mean, yikes. Metal Gear got silver, nice. I didn't recall where this door led, but it was jammed beyond hope. I'm kind of glad because you guys, you know, I get a little bit lost, and I was afraid. It was a depressing piece of decoration that if it gave me too many choices, I wouldn't be able to keep up. All right, let's go back out. And I think we're going to the left. So yesterday, we finished like 2 seconds before the end of the chapter, so that's why I'm running a little bit long, just to check. The food court must have made long trips down the halls of the Institute back then. I finally found myself inside the therapy room. The whole place was in a state of disarray, as if everyone had left in a hurry. Well, that's interesting because on the map, it seemed like the therapy room was like a dead end at the end of the hall, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Group therapy responses. Ebersbach group. So look, group E. Is it group E and group F? Patients in group F, oh, it was, showed a marked improvement in their mood and awareness, as well as willingness to communicate and interact with their peers. The inexplicable regression in group E continues to puzzle me. I'll discuss their individual issues separately. Lenny used to be a kind of leader figure, very communicative, someone the rest of the group looked up to, but he's been more withdrawn recently, lost in what seem like dark thoughts he refuses to share. In the case of Hodgson, I wonder if that's us. We haven't heard that name before. I could guarantee a smooth session, provided nobody brought up anything related to the nature of his trauma, but he's growing increasingly tense and neurotic. Crawford has always been troublesome, but he seems more on edge than usual and even more of a problem these days. Rebecca should have been allowed an abortion. She's the one who thinks the devil's inside of her because she got raped and beaten up. LaRoche, beginning to believe he's a lost case. Okay, so either, do you feel neurotic? Either we're LaRoche or we're Hodgson, because we haven't heard either of those names before, I don't think. But we got a new name to ask Lenny about now, too. Or 2 new names, maybe. Man, so many things to click on. Flashback, you guys. Which one is us? There's Lenny. There was Rebecca. Maybe we are everyone. In my sudden vision, I was part of a group of patients in a therapy room. A female doctor seemed to care about the session, not us, but merely the outcome of the session. Again, I relate to the doctor in BioShock. Seems to be a lot like Anne Ebersbach. Okay, oh, here was some stuff about LaRoche. Bertrand LaRoche, 35, moderate. He's in 102A. Could we get into 102A? I can't remember. All right, we're taking pictures of these in case we need them, which is probably silly because they're probably in our codex. Bertrand LaRoche is a curious case. He's a shy, docile patient with a mind seemingly trapped in his innermost recondite thoughts. Coming from a family of French immigrants, maybe you caused whatever happened and escaped and got a head injury that made you forget, or it was so traumatic you lost your memory. Maybe. Or maybe we are everyone. Maybe like Julia is only us in this whole building and all the other people are figments of our imagination. We don't know. Coming from a family of French immigrants and having experienced a troubled childhood afflicted by war, LaRoche has always had issues making friends. No doubt in part thanks to his monotone, outlandish manner of speech. His verbal expression often devolves into unintelligible murmurs during otherwise plain and straightforward conversations. The current diagnosis is that this is assumed to be schizophrenic behavior. Oh, guys, remember in our record it said we were schizophrenic? Maybe we're LaRoche. Although we don't have a French accent. That being said, once someone earns his trust, LaRoche can become a capable and pleasant conversationalist. Yet recently, the patients seem less keen on communicating, often spending an unusual amount of time simply staring out the window. And isn't it weird that the patient files are scattered all over, including in the boiler room? Staring out the window in the game room, specialists feel he will succumb to an irreversible state of catatonia. All right, well, maybe we're not LaRoche. Maybe we're Hodgson. Ooh, is there something down here we can have? Oh, yes. Oh, are we going to watch a movie? Maybe it'll be Batman. The Ben Affleck Batman. All right, awesome. Let's go. I remember these kind of movie projectors when I was in school. All right, let's go.
How are you feeling today? Tired. I want to sleep.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not us.
sorry to hear that. How was your day?
Wait, I thought Anne Ebersbach was our
It was
doctor.
fine, I guess. We played some games in the afternoon. They are always the same, but I still like them.
That's funny,
The others
Rosie.
aren't so happy. It's understandable. We'll try to get you some new games. Has anything of importance occurred to you lately?
A new woman arrived today with a big belly. She is pretty. I like her. But she was
Think she'll be my
hysterical
girlfriend?
and punched Nurse Marion on the face.
I know, and we're dealing with that. But I was referring if anything has happened to you lately.
I don't know. I am so tired.
Why are you tired? Tell me. We're here to help.
He's got a very ominous voice for the
Down
doctor.
there, working with all the dust and the bugs. It's too hard. I'm too tired. I can't stand them anymore.
What is this that you can't stand anymore?
The voices. They are
Whoa.
everywhere. And they whisper inside your head. They are evil.
Cool. All right, and reel-to-reel tape recorder. Did you see that? Look, there it is right there. So another similarity with Martha. Ooh, do we have a movie on everybody? Oh. No, that one's empty. Okay, we're putting it back. I wanted to read. I can't really read the labels. All right, let's try this one. Oh, cool. Let's get everyone's treatment film. Okay, it was a little harder than that to thread it up, those of us who remember these kind of projectors. But still. All right, go.
You are not in good shape.
Oh, this is all LaRoche, I guess.
You know it will only get worse. You must talk.
I hate you. I hate this place. You're all bad with me and my friends.
You'll come to understand, Bertrand, eventually. But we must deal with this. You have a chance to end it right here, right now.
I don't believe you. You have been lying to me all this time.
That's not true. And if you tell me what you saw, it will all be over.
Yeah, we'll just kill you, because if you're going to tell that
can't
we're using you for
remember.
forced labor.
It's too fuzzy and dark.
Come on, Bertrand. Try harder.
Try harder.
I'm scared.
Come on. Tell me what you saw.
I guess this is Dr. Hawthorne
It will
that's
come
speaking.
for me. It knows.
It knows.
Calm down, or I'll have to call the guards.
It's inside me.
He does have a
What?
very creepy
What
voice,
is
this doctor,
inside
doesn't
you?
he? Oh! That used to happen too when you watched a movie. Sometimes at the movie theater, you'd be watching, and the film would burn up like that, and then you would have to wait. And sometimes they could get it going again, and sometimes they couldn't. Like they would splice it out and tape it back together, and then you just wait, and then sometimes you'd have to give up. Ooh, wait, we had a tool situation there. All right, let's try this one. I like this part. The movie watching part. I don't have to do that much. I've only seen actual film once in your life. Wow. Yeah, I remember very clearly the film melting up like that. Not only in school, but in the movie theater it would happen.
Bertrand, are you feeling all right? Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Don't make me lose my patience. I don't have all day.
A Prince Charles Cinema, 65mm gorgeous. Nice.
I understand you must feel angry, but we're doing this for your well-being.
We're making you work. Manually
You're
labor
lying.
for your well-being.
It hurts.
Like none of us believe that, do we?
I can't sleep. There are dark things in my dreams.
Just calm down. Take a deep breath and relax. We'll explain it to you, but you have to trust me.
Trust me.
I don't know. I am so tired.
So maybe they're working in the middle of the
I
night.
can't think anymore.
What about your fear? Think about your last session. Do you remember now?
There's only darkness, and it moves there. It's been waiting, and now it knows we're here.
Okay, well, I think we got one more. Maybe, if we get to play that one underneath. Oh, no, we got this one up here on the desk, too, up on the top. This is some pretty hardcore therapy recording if they were filming all these. All right, can we get this one? Yeah, okay. I guess we were all watching films of LaRoche.
Are you feeling better today?
More or less, I think.
It doesn't look
Are
better.
you getting along better with work?
No. I don't like the
tunnels.
tunnels. It's suffocating in there.
I'm sure you'll get accustomed in time.
We're going to keep you down there digging, so.
Not fair. I shouldn't be doing this
What makes you say that?
because it doesn't feel right. Being there.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
weird.
don't think that is what I was brought
Exactly,
here for.
LaRoche.
But you are helping. You should feel proud of yourself.
Work
Are
therapy.
you in doubt because of something else? Are you scared, for instance?
Yes, I am. I don't want to go into the dark place again. They said it was going to be all right, but I could feel the monster coming for me.
Monster? What monster?
Okay, we got one more, you guys. I wonder if we just open a new one without... Oh, there seemed to be a missing reel. Well, don't let it be said we left things in a state. We're putting all our films away. All right, so there's a missing reel. Wonder what became of it. Let's look. Oh, look, so we got a little tool, but we don't know... we don't know what we could put here. No. Possibly. I think I'm getting the swing of the inventory system. Maybe. Oh yeah, can we wire cut it? Can we stab it? No. All right, never mind. Back later, I guess. All right, that was fun. I like that part. A hint of a faint moonlight dared find its way inside this abandoned room. So we're looking for a... Oh, that maybe... All right, let's go over there. Look in the file cabinets, of course. Patient records of no importance. Oh, come on. Everybody wants to rifle through the patient records. File cabinets are the funnest when you can open drawers. Oh, look, here's more stuff. Nothing of importance on the... That's a desk? It looks like a bed. Okay, here's the reel-to-reel tape recorder. My uncle had one of these long after nobody had one anymore. And he used to tape us when we were little kids. We'd do these talent shows. And he has a lot... We have... I mean, he's dead now, but we have a lot of really funny tapes from those days.
Since the renovation of the Institute began, more patients have become agitated and difficult to manage.
Oh, that's Aunt
as if
Eater's
it was
box.
the architecture of their own bodies being reconfigured.
Oh, that's interesting.
The construction work has disturbed their existence in a way I couldn't predict. Some are even presenting with odd injuries, which none of the nurses can explain.
Oh, you think she doesn't
Patients are
know
harming themselves.
that
Is
they're
this
digging in
building
the
so
night?
firmly interrelated with their identities
Interesting.
that changes in its structure will impact their states of mind by means of a kinesthetic regression. They rationalize structural changings in the surrounding geometry by imprinting them in their own flesh. Hodgson's is the worst example.
I think
Where
maybe that's
are
us
those
now,
burn marks coming
Hodgson.
from? I made inquiries and nobody saw him get burnt. Perhaps he was allowed to assist in the kitchen and he refuses to discuss the burnings. And knowing how much the subject terrifies him, I did not press him further. But the scars are disturbing other patients in Group E. They believe his scorched skin is some kind of heavenly punishment or stigmata. And they're all going to suffer the same fate. This is ridiculous and degrading. They were my best group, my most remarkable achievement. Yet no one gives a damn. I swallowed my pride and consulted directly with Alice.
Interesting.
But the pompous asshole suggested it was my inexperience at fault, my responsibility to ensure the safety of patients.
I thought
So
Ellis was
what
one
the
of the
hell
ward
are you
guys.
supposed to do then? Instead of hiding in your office, do something about your staff. And when the moron isn't jerking off at his desk, he supervises the construction work. Why is
What?
a psychiatrist so deeply involved with the
Oh,
conversion to the
maybe
unit
Hawthorne's
system?
name is Ellis.
None of this makes sense. I hate myself for losing my mind. Every therapy session is now a burden. I need to reconnect with the patients. They must tell me more. Lenny is still more forthcoming than the rest, but he won't say a word about the bruises. And Hodgson's, how did you burn yourself like that? If not the kitchen, the only other place. No. Impossible. They're not allowed down there.
So she doesn't know that they're being used to do the renovations. That's pretty interesting. And also, so Ellis, I thought Ellis was a third guy, like a thug on the ward, but now I'm thinking maybe that Dr. Hawthorne is Ellis. That was pretty interesting and very telling. Okay, is there anything else in this room that we need to look at? Yeah, that was a big clue there of something or other. Memories were trying to surface, but my mind insisted on blocking them. So now I'm wondering if we're Hodgson, since we're clearly not LaRoche. Let's see. I wonder why we haven't added LaRoche on our list. So we need to talk to Lenny. Investigate, that's LaRoche. Drain the septic tank, we're still working on. Cool, you guys. Very cool. So that seems like a weird thing that's scary, that they're using the patients. I mean, a weird thing to be scary, that they're using the patients to dig the tunnels. It's unethical, but is it scary? I don't know. What we know so far is that, scary-wise, is that there's a really bad smell coming from down there. And there are a few really over-the-top patients locked in a couple of really old, creepy cells. And that's really all we know. That's sort of scary-ish. So we'll see. All right, let's go. The fence had come loose from the window, which I trusted would be fixed for the reopening. I don't think they call that a fence. Isn't that like a grid or something? Grate? I don't know. I don't think it's called a fence. All right, where are we? I know we're in the... I'd like to look at a map right now, but I can't remember where one is close to here. Ah! Ask and ye shall receive, right? Okay, so we just came out of the therapy room and we're down here. So we've done all this part and went through the cafeteria. We didn't actually go through the kitchen, which is too bad because kitchens, I mean, come on. Lots of scary potential in the kitchen. I think we went to this hallway and then we went around back here. And then we went into the therapy room. We did go to the courtyard. Walked around in there a little bit and went into the therapy room, and now we're going to go this way towards the game room. And I think we're at the 11 o'clock hour. Here we go. I'm like, wait, where's the door? Okay, I think this is the game. Oh, yeah. The game room used to burst with activity in its heyday. It was a fine accomplishment of the Institute that patients could coexist peacefully playing games together. Of course, I was reading too slow, and so I didn't get the last sentence. So Dr. Ebersbacher, to have a little catch up, is the one that believed in sort of more modern therapy, like, talk therapy and whatnot. But now she thinks she's failing because the patients are tired and withdrawn and have all these mysterious bruises on them. And so she thinks her therapy method is failing, when in fact they're just tired because they're manually laboring all night long. The sofa might have been comfortable once, but at present, sitting here was out of the question. Yeah, gross. We're going to walk around the outside. Oh, that's a door that we don't want to go through yet. Wait. Here's a thing. A completely dried plant. Well, that's revelatory, isn't it? The radio's batteries were dead. Doesn't that look like one of those little tabletop jukeboxes? Yeah. I was wondering if that's what it was. I remember the warm glow of the sun coming through the window, a simple but invigorating trait of the game room which contributed to my healing. Now the window was covered in filthy rags, aka drapes. Ominous, but with a hint of beauty. The picture? Well, I would like to walk over there and look at it. Maybe we can if we go this way. Yeah, I don't see anything in that picture. All right, well, there's not a lot in here. I see we got some stuff on the table we can pick up, but let's see. I believe this was the table patients chose for playing games when it was cold because of its privileged position near the fireplace. I had no idea what that was. Isn't that one of those little kid hammer games where you can pound dowels through and then flip it over and pound them the other way? I think that's what that is. All right, let's get back over there so we can look at the center table. Yeah, I think that's what that is. I'm not sure what it would be doing in an adult psychiatric facility, but, maybe they got kids here. I don't know. Here's another dead plant. It was a pity they neglected the bonsai. Its once radiant green color was now a depressing gray. So really, we like to think this was some old school horror asylum, but maybe in its heyday, it wasn't. How can we get closer to the table? Okay, there we go. A red crayon was in better shape than the others, so I took it with me. Because of course you would, right? And it would be red, the color of blood. A box of crayons. The nurses always encouraged us to draw. Oh, just an old toy. I would pick up this ratty horse before I'd pick up a red crayon, but he's in pretty rough shape, isn't he? Okay, what else do we have? Oh, no, wait, I'm not sure I was finished with that table. Can we not look at this file? Some of the drawings by the other patients could sometimes get a little scary. I think if they're going to say that, they should let us look at the picture, right? Okay, is that everything that we can do in here at the moment? All right, let's cruise back here to this door. Oh, the library. We could use a little light, couldn't we? The ladder provided quick access to the most neglected volumes on the top shelf. Not a real library ladder, was it? Maybe it is. Maybe it was nice in its heyday. I'd have enjoyed spending time reading some of these books, but there were more important things to do that night. Yeah, we've only got till 6 o'clock in the morning when the real renovators, as opposed to Lenny, gets here. Which, by the way, we need to go find Lenny because we have to talk to Lenny. In fact, we should check our little book and see what we have to do. Oh, we kept this valve. I'm surprised. All right, so we got to go find Lenny. Oh, yeah. We're still trying to drain that septic tank, which is weird because that little hallway where we could do the first valve was... Maybe there's some other place that we could get down in. So that was a pretty short piece of sewer that we were able to walk in and drain one, but we're still working on that. So we need to talk to Lenny, and Bertrand is the French guy that we watched all the movies about. Okay. That's what we're chatting to people about. So we got Lenny in Group E, Crawford in Group E that we know about, and us, whoever we are, in Group E. All right? Good. Got this sort of ominous music playing that's in a not very ominous situation. What the heck is happening here? It's funny, you'd think in an insane asylum they wouldn't have pictures of things going on in an insane asylum. Maybe they thought that was appropriate. These are pretty creepy pictures. Appropriate artwork for the patients to see other patients in distress. Oh, so we kind of came in the middle right here, I think. I wonder if we need to... there's too many doors. Miscellanea. The window was covered in some kind of mold. They were going to spend a long time cleaning up this place. Yeah, I'm going to say again, 10 days, not realistic. Another collection of books unrelated to my search. That sort of implies there are some books that are related to our search, so we're going to have to be thorough, I guess. I mean, imagine that, having to be thorough. These books were numbered in a strange way. It all seemed disarranged, lacking any kind of system. That seemed sort of Clue-like, didn't it? But we can't get a close look at them, so maybe one of the patients was the librarian. Ooh, this seems good. What do we got here? While my storied career as a general surgeon has centered, man, we could have a little better read situation here, has cemented my prestigious position in the field, a fact widely acknowledged by kindred professionals. Well, I'm not reading all this. Let's see, is there anything else? It dawned on me that quite to the contrary, I was getting tired of the physical aspects of the brain. Oh, so the head guy was a neurosurgeon first. It was rather its inner workings that fascinated me. In time, a new path led me to research topics related to psychology and psychiatry, particularly the peculiar interplay between these two disciplines. Mental health disorders stood out as a prime subject of interest. Losing control of yourself is a terrible thing. Perhaps the worst thing that can happen to a human being. I think if this is Hanwell talking here, he's the one that's making them dig the tunnels at night. The inability to discern what is real and what is not, the impossibility of determining what the incontrovertible truth is because your senses are crippled, horrified me to no end. I made it my new purpose in life to delve deeper into this captivating yet disquieting discipline. I would make use of the plentiful wealth and resources I had amassed over the years to fulfill this developing personal ambition. I chose a convenient location to construct what I christened the Hanwell Mental Institute as a testament to my life's achievements. Enthralled by the elegant, pleasant, and transcendent design invented by Thomas Kirkbride, somehow or another this architecture has something to do with this horror as well. I made sure this, which would make sense when we're thinking about the tunnel digging. Yeah, maybe it's all going to come together. I made sure the spot, atop a peaceful cliff surrounded by distant mountains and the pristine allure of the ocean, was suitable for the healing properties of his proposed plan. It was a strict requirement of my project that the proposed plot of land be untarnished by the presence of people. Only the elemental quality of perpetual woods would complement such majestic architecture. Maybe they uncovered something in the digging. Like maybe there was a graveyard, an old ancient graveyard, and they dug up the spirits or something. Thanks to the help of powerful contacts I gained through long-standing relationships with the finest professionals in the world of medicine, Hanwell Mental Institute soon became a beacon of inspiration and promise for the treatment of mental health problems. Its purpose is to house the largest number of patients in any building of its kind to date. That doesn't seem like a good idea on its face. Contrary to certain delineations made by Kirkbride, I hold that a thriving community is key for mentally ill people to succeed in their hope of being reintegrated into society. This is my realm. Here we shall make an effort to eradicate the ailments of the human mind. Well, big doings indeed. All right. I'm not sure that helped us with our investigation, but since I think that the issue here is going to have something to do with this building. All right, it doesn't look like we can look history, but can we get in? That one's not helping us walk. Let's see if we go a little bit this way. Can we look? Can we go down here? Oh yeah, it's going to let us go in all the little slots. This was a pretty nice library. And so when they bailed, they just left all the books here. The Conspiracy Against the Human Race. Didn't seem like an appropriate read for this gloomy night. Or perhaps it is entirely appropriate, right? Oh no, we can't get there because there's stuff in the way. That's a pretty good way to block you off. I'm always fascinated by how different games deal with the invisible wall situation. I was not interested in going there. I wouldn't even be able to distinguish the titles because of the lack of lighting. Okay. Ooh, a desk. an excuse to spend some time reading alone. Oh, I thought we were going to get to rifle through somebody's desk. Psychiatry. That seems promising for our research. All right, well, so this isn't the most exciting part of the game, but there might be a clue in here. Just yellowed old pages. I couldn't say if there was anything of importance written, as they were utterly unreadable. Okay. "333. Just another random collection of books." But doesn't that seem sort of code-like? I'm writing it down. We've only had one combination lock in the whole game so far, so perhaps there won't be any others, but I'm attuned to any numbers that we see, just in case. Again, nothing to see here. I hope. I mean, it doesn't actually always let us know when there's something we can click on. Psychology seems like a good section for the game, right? Letter. "Some days ago, I casually read a newspaper article about Dr. Walter Hanwell, a general surgeon with extensive knowledge of mental illness who recently founded his own hospital for the income." Sunny, good morning. And thank you for the reminder. I don't have my ghost chat on. I'm actually awake this morning, went back to bed yesterday after dropping my daughter off at school. Are you, I know that you're really tired with all your stuff, Sunny, but are you also a little bit sickish or just tired? I don't want to say it like just tired, like that's not a real thing, because it is, of course, but I hope you're not also coming down with something. Who recently founded his hospital for the insane. In his impassioned work, I could sense a sincere concern about the consequences of mind disorders. In that same article, Hanwell's notable technological advancements in his field, a discipline in which antiquated practices are often ingrained, elicited a feeling of excitement that I hadn't experienced in a long time. I had trouble sleeping 2 nights ago. Oh gosh, that is brutal, isn't it? Well, I'm glad you had the opportunity to come home and go back to bed yesterday. Yikes. I think Dr. Hanwell might have been sort of modern for his time, but not that modern. The fine trajectory of this kindred spirit compelled me, even took a nap. Oh my goodness, well, you clearly needed it. I hope you're feeling a little bit better today. Compelled me to write him a letter, disenchanted as I was about ongoing problems in my local medical center, which I concluded was managed by close-minded individuals. I wonder if this is a letter from Ann Ebersbacher. Awesome. I'm happy. Happy for you that you're a little feeling better. Dr. Hanwell responded sooner than I expected. We exchanged various experiences from our respective fields of expertise in an engaging debate that I fondly remember as a deciding factor that would dictate the rest of my career. We agreed that increasing reports of developing mental abnormalities were a consequence of a degenerate society. Oh no. That minds operating outside the boundaries of morality would inevitably deteriorate until no shade of humanity was left. Yeah, that's very modern thinking, isn't it? Not. There was a mutual agreement that the fabric of our culture, our breed, was eroding. As admired professionals, we have an obligation to guide our peers in the blistering light of cognizance. We see and perceive what others don't. Not taking action would be a shameful disgrace to our human condition. I don't think this is Ebersbacher. I think this is that other doctor, whose name I can't remember. We continued talking about a mental hospital, about how a mental hospital should be managed under the strictest of conditions, and how a symbol of solemn authority was of the utmost importance for ensuring smooth operations. Suffice it to say, Dr. Maxwell, I was enchanted with Walter Hanwell's great vision, his endless quest to correct the course of society, beginning with those who had lost their way in the most profound and visceral sense, the decay of their own minds. Okay, we don't know who's writing these. That didn't seem like Ebersbacher. That seemed like the other doctor, maybe, whose office was down the hall. Maybe not Hanwell. There's somebody else. I can't remember who it was, though. And we haven't met Dr. Miller yet. He's the current doctor of this moldering pile. I feel like there's lots of things we haven't experienced yet. Okay, can we get in there? Pharmacology. Now we're back to the ladder. So this is the way we came in. No idea which books are at the end of this ladder, but likely the more boring ones. Okay, so we need to go out and go down here. It seems like there was some sort of side door as well at the end down here, wasn't there? Oh, guys, this is one of those doors, I bet, at the top of the mezzanine level that we couldn't get to before because there's a latch. I think we looked at everything. All right, unlatch it, baby. Boop. All right, I got to say that is like a window latch. That is not a door latch. Is there one at the bottom? No. Okay. Perhaps I am wrong. I'm not sure where we are. And where is Lenny? He is not still sweeping. Okay. Well, now we got that door open, so that's good. Now I want the map again. Maybe we're on Lenny's hall here. I don't want to ring the alarm. I want to know if it's an alarm before I touch it. Nothing. This switch was useless. Okay, so I don't think this was Lenny's hall. I'm not entirely sure where we are. Oh. Oh, we're on the first floor. Interesting. So I feel like we've made... So what we did was went through the cafeteria to this hall, down here to the therapy room. We actually went in this room too, but we didn't go outside. Through the library. This stuff is still blocked off. That is that set of beds and things up against the wall that we just saw. Where is Lenny? So I think we need to go, I guess we can go talk to Julia again. But I really feel like we need to go back to Lenny. Lenny was upstairs, but where were those stairs? Not down there. Through the cafeteria. I feel like this is how we got to Lenny. Talking to Lenny again was on our list of tasks that we needed to complete. Although I feel like we're just going in this same circle. Maybe not. Let's go through. I can't quite remember how we found Lenny. And last time we were in that hallway, Lenny wasn't there anymore anyway, so... Maybe. Okay, so now we're back here again. Oh, maybe it's this way. We can go out. Yeah, we were in the laundry and then there's some stairs there. And maybe we can find Lenny then. Lenny's supposed to be cleaning up. I'm feeling like Lenny is not doing the best job. Here we go. All right, let's go see if we can find him. Our journal's updated. Is it, though? Oh, visit the upper floors. Which implies maybe the third floor is available to us now. Oh, yes, it is. Let's just peek down this hall and see if we see Lenny. Because we do need to talk to him. Lenny, why aren't you sweeping? What was in here? Nothing. Okay, I'm excited we got a new space, but I will say, I'm not sure how that's going to help us with our draining the sewers problem. Maybe Lenny will be upstairs. Oh, and Dr. Miller should be up here. So that's good. I have to say, this hasn't been the scariest of games, which is not a bad thing. Uh-oh. That seemed to be Lenny's cart. Perhaps he was getting ready to clean the topmost floor. But Lenny, your cart's in the way, and we are physically incapable of rolling it out of the way and going up, evidently. Darn, I was getting all excited. Staunch, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you had a good day today. We have not encountered anything particularly earth-shattering so far. We were getting excited because we thought we were getting to the third floor, but Lenny left his cart here. And evidently we are incapable of rolling it out of the way so we can go up. We do need to talk to Lenny, but we have not. Oh, here's a floor. Oh, I went right on up. I thought it was too many stairs. Ooh, even creepier music. We've had all this ominous music playing and no ominous things happening. All right, so we have a museum, interestingly, and the morgue. Why would the morgue be on the third floor instead of in the basement? Just got home from playing a board game. Nice. With friends, about to head to sleep, and thought you'd pop in to say hi. I'm glad you did. This is Situated Tundra's Channel Point Redeemed game. It's called Asylum. And the basic idea of the game is that you are a former patient of this moldering asylum, and you have a big blank space in your mind of something that happened here. And so you came here to try to figure out what was happening, thinking it was abandoned. And of course, naturally, you came at night instead of in the day. And it turns out they're reopening it, and there's still a few patients stuck in here, and a receptionist and a doctor and a security guard. And you're kind of roaming around in a point-and-click way, trying to figure out what happened, uncovering clues. It's a horror game, but so far it hasn't been all that scary, but it has been kind of interesting. Yeah. So that's what we know about it. We don't really know what the big thing is yet, other than that they're using the patients from one group, of which you will remember, to perform manual labor at night, like you're digging tunnels at night. So we think maybe something was uncovered in those tunnels. I don't know. All right, let's see. Remember to sign the name. Look, Lenny's signing his own name. Lenny is sort of a janitor, but he's also a patient roaming the halls in his hospital gown. He's a pretty nice guy, though. Yeah, it's pretty cool so far. The chapter mechanic is interesting, too, because it's by hours. So we're in the 11 o'clock hour right now, and the game ends at 6 a.m. when the workers show up to start renovating the asylum, which supposedly is only going to take 10 days. I'm a little dubious about that, considering the state of things. All right, you guys, so if we go, I'd like to go down the short hall, which I think is this hall. As you all know, I'm not very good at map reading. Wait, if we're looking at the stairs, yeah, I think it's down this hall. So then we can come back. It's sort of like navigating in Google Earth, the way the moving mechanic is. All right, ooh. The solarium used to be a clean and peaceful spot to relax amid the sunbeams, quite the opposite of its present and sorry condition. I felt a brief sense of melancholy. Yeah, it's looking a little bit creepy and moldery. Yeah, I think 10 days maybe wouldn't be enough for this one room. The solarium was in shambles with debris and assorted garbage scattered all around. Look, somebody had been sitting here. Ooh, papers! Record of patients housed in local hospitals. The renowned surgeon, is this Dr. Hanwell? Yes, who keeps receiving encomiums from his peers, Dr. Walter Hanwell, director and founder of the mental hospital named after him, has made public the number of patients hosted by his institute. At 272 patients and 54 staff members, the establishment has positioned itself as one of the most highly populated mental institutions in the world. Yeah, I don't see why that's a good thing. It has become the pride of our region. Dr. Hanwell recognized the importance of the Kirkbride design and architecture system in serving to house large numbers of patients in a healthy and comfortable environment. However, Reputable psychiatrists disagree on this and warn about the dangers of an overcrowded building, including managerial problems and ethical dilemmas. According to the Kirkbride plan, a hospital for the insane should not exceed a maximum of 250 patients, contrary to Dr. Hanwell's claim. We acknowledge the mandate of the Kirkbride plan, and my talented staff is keeping our patients under tight control, said Director Hanwell. Our methods are efficient, and my experience in the field has allowed us to improve upon Kirkbride's August design. Yeah, so we're going to find out something to do with the architecture of this building went awry. The window was shattered, allowing a cold breeze to chill the room. The stove didn't work. Another dirty and broken window. What a sad state for this once beautiful solarium. It is in a sad state indeed. All right, well, that appears to be all there is to be discovered in the solarium. Ooh, I'd seen plenty of depressing environments in the Institute by then, but the chilling morgue was a whole different level of decrepitude. The morgue, surely something scary will happen in here. The jar contained a repulsive liquid. I thought it was going to contain a brain. I had no idea what these papers could mean. All right, then. Shards of broken glass protruded from a broken cabinet, suggesting it was best to steer clear. Ooh, do we think anyone's in there? Let's go find out. Oh, look, we get to open some of them. Oh, we get to open all of them. Okay, well, that seems like a lot of work. In spite of me wanting to know what was in here, but something's got to be in here, right? Like, we've got to have a jump scare about to happen. I don't love a jump scare, but it's been a little bit of a slow go so far today. Zahn, thank you for your check-in. First time, Zahn, really? Empty jars, thank goodness. So, Zahn, nothing much creepy has happened today. We've made it up onto another floor. And we're in the morgue right now, which we're hoping is going to mean... I know, that can't be right. I know you've checked in more than that. More times than that. 11th. Oh, I can't see the number. I have to move that number over a little bit. Yeah, so we're opening morgue drawers. There's got to be something creepy in here, right? Ooh, what is this? Hooks. The hook wouldn't move by itself. It seemed to be part of a mechanism. Oh, okay. So maybe we're going to have a puzzle. But we have to open all these morgue drawers. Because, you got to. You just got to. Just a pile of empty flasks scattered on a tray. Zahn got silver. You guys, we have 4 people who've pulled the diamond so far. 4 people. Including William, who pulled like 2 coins and got the diamond. There was no way to open this. Okay, maybe we aren't going to have to open all of them. Metal Gear Bronze. What's this? A rock? A brain? What is it? A stock of blood, perhaps meant to be analyzed. Oh, back there. I don't know what this is. I thought it was a brain. I mean, we're in the morgue. It's a horror game. 20,000 bronze. Why are there not brains and people in these drawers? Empty. It's a dud. Oh, wait. All right, we're writing it down. This has got to be a clue. E103. All the bodies in the morgue could be identified by a specific tag. All right, you guys. E103. Surely that has to tell us something, right? It would be better if there weren't so many clicks to get out of the drawer. Ooh, what is this? They look like brains. Hey, Rosie, welcome in. Rosie, I looked up that game. You guys, Rosie dropped a Channel Point Redeem game for after Rebels Celeste, which is called Yes, Your Grace. It looks funny. I'm looking forward to it. Funny and weird, which is the kind of games I like. So we finally found some brains. Yay. Kept for research. But now they're all dried out. Nothing much has happened yet this morning, Rosie. Mostly we've just been, reading papers and dinking around. But we're in the morgue. There has to be something scary in the morgue, right? This is a big morgue, I gotta say. Well, there are a lot of patients in here. Okay, here's another paper. C, what does that say? 080 maybe? Although the fact that it is so hard to read makes me feel like that one is not a clue. There was nothing these numbers meant to me at present. All right, scratch that out. These are toe tags, I guess. I thought they were like scraps of paper. Ooh, this one has blood on it. I want something scary to happen. The storage refrigerator was empty, which was a relief. Well, it's not a relief to me. I don't even like a jump scare, and I'm ready for a jump scare. Okay, the top drawers don't open. Ooh, what a disgusting mess. It seemed like someone did this on purpose. What? Stuck some bones in there? We got brains in the next one. Maybe they're going to try to put together a whole person. Little one drawer at a time. Someone's making broth. Yeah. Okay, here's another toe tag. Oh, this one seems a little more promising. A258. I feel like E103 is going to be the one, right? Yeah. Because it was the easiest to read. I should get an achievement just for opening all these. It was empty. I want my game participation trophy. Look, this one's behind a table. That's bad design there, isn't it? Aw, man. I wanted something gross to jump out at us from one of these. All right, here's our mechanism. On, off. And then over and over. Why would we want to move the hook, honestly? I didn't need to move anything at present. Well, that's realistic. And then this button's stuck. Luckily, the power was on. And to be safe, it was best to keep it that way. Oh, to be safe. That seems like unsafe, doesn't it? All right, so there's the hook right there, you guys. That's the hook to which we are referring. And it has a little track that runs around just to here. So I'm assuming we're going to have to move something. Ooh, it runs all around. Okay, well, I guess you'd think that's kind of gross, right? You got to hook your people up there that you're supposed to be, caring about. Well, the morgue proved to be a little bit disappointing from a scary standpoint. Well, so far anyway. Shards of broken glass. Yeah. All right, let's go back over here. Ooh, we can open some drawers. Faucets didn't work here, rendering the morgue unusable. That's the only reason it's unusable, because the faucets don't work. Unfortunately, the lamp wouldn't turn on. Well, of course, we can't have light in a horror game. Oh, yay, we get to open some drawers. Ooh, look at these rusty things. A strange contraption occupied a large part of the drawer. I didn't want to know its purpose. Okay. Random junk was scattered inside this drawer. We're doing a lot of drawer opening without a lot of result, I have to say. Okay. I want to get all the drawers open before we look at the stuff up top. Just a regular dirty rag with some blood stains on it. Ugh. Otherwise known as clothes, perhaps? Ooh, here's some like those knee hammers. Some boxes and hammers. I shivered in disgust while pondering what they might have been used for. Well, clearly they're used to tap people on the knee so their leg goes boop, boop for no reason. Staunch, thank you very much. I hope you have a good night, and thank you for dropping in to say hi. It's always good to see you. Knees. Exactly. Clearly, that is a knee hammer. I used to have a friend who, you know how you always have like at least one part of your body that you're just like, ugh. She hated her knees, and she was a gorgeous woman, like a brunette Farrah Fawcett, not exaggerating. But she thought her knees were freaky, which is kind of sad, actually, when you think about it. There were a few frightening tools inside this drawer. Okay. Okay, we looked at those things. Some organ, bizarrely still fresh, was in the tray. What the heck? Wish we could see it, right? The handle wouldn't turn. What organ? What is it? We can't see it. It's too dark. I know, right, Sonny? Finally, something slightly creepy. This game, for which I am grateful. I know how fresh is fresh. I'd be surprised if anyone here knows who Farrah Fawcett was. Do you guys don't know who Farrah Fawcett is? Good. Nope. Oh, look her up, Metal Gear. She was considered to be one of the most gorgeous women in like maybe the 80s, 90s for a long time. Yeah. And welcome. She was one of the original Charlie's Angels. That's how she kind of came to fame. Okay, that's how we came in. I think we got to go out that way. I don't think there was another door, was there? Yeah, I wanted to turn this light on so we could see the fresh organ, the inexplicably fresh organ. Okay, well, so I guess we're not using the hook mechanism right now, but let's remember that we have it, I guess. I'm not really sure what the point of it is. The original Charlie's Angels in the in the 70s. Wow, it was the 70s. That was a long time ago. Lee Majors, not Steve Majors. Lee Majors, the $6 Million Man, you guys. And then I had a long time relationship with Ryan O'Neal. And she died of cancer at some point. I've lost all sense of my directions here. I think we're going this way. Another bathroom. My favorite part of a video game, the bathroom. Although in a horror game, you know, there's some promise about the bathroom. What is this? The water's running. Steve Austin, love that show. The $6 Million Man or Charlie's Angels or both. Oh, so we got water in this toilet. The water seemed clean. Really though, did it? Okay, can we turn the water off? I can't have that sound happening. I'll have to get up and go to the bathroom myself. All right, so we need a tool. What kind of tools do we have? I don't think we have anything. We do have a valve. But I don't think that's our thing. None of these things seem good for other than the valve, perhaps. All right, let's get our tool thing. Wait, what happened to our tool opportunity? There didn't seem to be water flowing in this spot. Maybe the pipe was clogged, but whatever the reason, there was no water. Okay. What happened to our tool opportunity? Oh, okay, here we go. Nope, okay. What is that? Oh, that's our crayon. Is it that? I didn't want to wash this. All right, let's try all our things then. Just because that's funny. Okay, it's not the keys. Best eras. I didn't want to wash this. Well, I might want to wash it. Okay, so I guess that's not right. All right, can we turn the water back off again then? So we only get to clog up the drain when the water's running, which makes sense. So maybe what we're going to do, clog up the drain, the water's going to overflow, and it's going to go down there. What do we think, you guys? I think that's promising. Oh, we're in the men's room. Can we go anywhere else? Get any closer? All right, well, so now, sadly, I have to remember that this WC up here has a situation we can deal with. I thought we could walk around. Gamer, remember the littlest hobo? I remember Grizzly Adams. I don't remember the littlest hobo. Yeah, Grizzly Adams, man. All us girls liked Grizzly Adams. He was cute. The lights didn't work. Well, of course not. The urinals, the foul smell from the broken urinals permeated the whole room. Okay, once again, game devs, a building that's supposed to have been abandoned for decades is not going to still smell, and it's not going to have flies, even in the bathroom, no matter what grossness is in the bathroom. That's just not happening. I was thankful that I couldn't see anything in those toilets through all the dark surrounding me. There isn't a receptionist. But yes, there is, but I don't think she's coming up here to go to the bathroom because we're on the 3rd floor now. But and there is Dr. Miller and there are some patients. Littlest Hobo was the Alsatian dog that traveled from state to state helping solve human issues. Ooh, sort of a Lassie type of situation. Yeah, I don't remember that show. Maybe it wasn't on here because we certainly were always big TV hounds. Yeah, Lassie reboot. Okay, I think we're going this way. Ooh, wait, what did that say? Well, look at this room. Oh, the laboratory. A laboratory greeted me with a hint of sinister ambiance. The greenish lighting and fetid smell only contributed to convey an eerie sense of we'll never know because I was reading too slow. It's hard to read and that quickly. Okay, I mean, it's hard to read out loud that quickly. The cabinet was jammed. I mean, again, laboratories should have cool stuff, right? The morgue was disappointing. Dicron, good morning. Instalert kind of morning. Well, it's been a little slow on the horror front. Bye. I like that. Bye. I say that as if I didn't create that myself. It was Canadian. Yeah, we might not have. I don't remember it anyway. And we definitely watched all the shows. Whatever this was, it didn't interest me. Well, then why did I have to open that drawer? Ooh, what are these? Several lids for jars that probably had broken during the years. Old cans, seemingly empty. We might have to... So we are looking for a new inventory item. I'm assuming it's a plug to clog up the drain in the bathroom. Ooh, creepy rusty tools. Something a mechanic would use, not doctors. Oh, that's no fun. Ooh, bottles of stuff. The bottles were filled with an indecipherable red liquid. It's already been an hour, you guys. Nothing has happened. We were all excited about today because we had new places to go, and nothing has happened. It had the best theme song, which I'm going to send you. Oh, thank you. I used to sing it all the time. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to be looking up the Littlest Hobo. You know I will once I get off stream. So, guys, we have 2 Channel Point Redeem games stacked up. And, Sunny, I haven't forgotten about yours, but that game hasn't come out yet. But I still have it on my list. So, next is Celeste, which is a notably... Oh, there's a guy there. Oh, a new character. I wonder if that's Dr. Miller. Celeste, which is a notably difficult platformer. A little anxious about that one. And then... Yes, Your Grace, which looks like it's going to be hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 4 minutes for ads. I probably will take a break when that break comes. Thank you, Sunny. When the ads roll. Look at this tumor. Yeah, I am just saying, I don't know about the art in this particular insane asylum. The faucet was so rusty it couldn't be turned. But can we open the drawers? I swear, I've opened so many drawers today, and they don't have anything in them. The game is toying with me. Rusty instruments. I mean, all the things for good horror, and nothing's happening. And you guys, yes, I am delaying the excitement of talking to a new character. And what's he doing in this? Oh, there's a dead rat in here. Ew. Oh, tool. Oh, wait, we have... Yes, we have wire cutters. I don't know why we want this dead rat, but... No, I don't think that, but maybe... No. Yes. Come on, clippy clippy. We've been chastised by the strange, as yet unknown person. All right, so I guess we have to wait till he's gone. Got to catch that dead rat, exactly. I'm assuming there's some paper in there we want to read. There was nothing worth mentioning. World's worst Pokemon. Good one. Okay, here's the rat experiment. Can we read it? No. All we've been doing today so far is reading and opening drawers. These cages reminded me of my own condition, confined and searching for meaning. How philosophical. All right. We're coming, Doctor. I'm assuming that's Dr. Miller. You'd think he might have something more to say about some strange person roaming around the lab, opening all the drawers. But so far, no. Okay, here we go. Nope, let's talk to him last. Let's prolong the delicious agony of not knowing what the heck. Panwell Mental Institute. Oh, I think this is Dr. Miller over here to our... XC, welcome in. You heard Littlest Hobo. Love that series. Original movie it's based on was 1958, and the original run of the series from 63 to 65. And then the one you're most familiar with is the second run from 79 to 85 with London as the star. Yeah, Zahn was talking about it. I never heard of it, so I don't think it was on where I was a kid. Another notable chapter in the Chronicle of Hanwell Medical Institute involves the cordial relationship that develops between Walter Hanwell and Dr. Ambrose Miller, a renowned chemist. Ooh, he's a chemist? He's going to be the current head doctor here, so that seems a little bit weird. Researching experimental drugs. Dr. Miller first achieved widespread fame overseas due to his involvement in the standardization of clinical drug trials, including the use of placebo-controlled and double-blind tests. Uh-oh, he's a thalidomide doctor. Regrettably, Dr. Miller's accolades came to an abrupt halt after the devastating thalidomide tragedy in which thousands of babies were born with malformed limbs as a result of their mothers. This was a horrible thing that happened in real life. The result of their mothers making indiscriminate and unsupervised, no, even supervised use, that is absolutely untrue, of the drug to treat nausea during their pregnancies. That is untrue. Actually, doctors were prescribing thalidomide to mothers to control their nausea, and it resulted in a lot of deformed babies. It has been said that Dr. Miller's insistence on demonstrating drug efficacy with no regard for safety played a significant role in this dark chapter, exactly, Sonny, of modern medicine, since his insistence that patients adopt use of thalidomide has been recorded in multiple testimonies. Following this shameful debacle, Dr. Miller shied away from the public eye and became a recluse, maintaining communication. I mean, the doctors didn't know better. You know, it was touted as being this wonder drug that was safe. So it's not really like a bad doctor thing, but it was a horrible thing. Maintaining communication with only a handful of select colleagues. It was during this quieter phase in his career that he began to exchange a feverish stream of missives with Dr. Hanwell. Nobody knows the exact nature of their ardent debates. It was established by acquainted sources that Dr. Miller was fascinated by the ambitious goals of his colleague, as well as the luxuriously equipped laboratory in his institute. But it was also rumored that these professionals shared a passion for the non-secular side of medicine. Not sure what that means. More recently, Dr. Miller emerged from his seclusion and during an interview expressed interest in becoming a staff member of the Hanwell Medical Institute. Right, so we got the creepy thalidomide baby situation. Back to opening useless random drawers. It was a complete mess. Okay, we're not leaving until we talk to Dr. Miller, of course. But we did want to get all the stuff and things. So I'm not sure why we have a tool prompt for the rat cage. All right. Oh, look, we're even going to open. Oh, no luck. It's so funny. He's not chastising us. Some strange lab equipment. So he's back here doing some kind of work in this decrepit lab. And Dr. Miller is the only doctor at the Institute. In fact, I think he's like the head of it now. And he's a drug doctor. So that seems suspicious, doesn't it? All right, let's have our convo. So, Dr. Miller. Ooh, look at him. And what do you want? She did. Well, I am going where I please. Go ahead. Dr. Miller. Well, you have a long way to go in that respect. Well, they're somewhere now. Because in 10 days, this place is going to be, yeah. Oh, we've seen the ones downstairs. They don't seem low risk to us that I know of. So we haven't told him that we were a former patient. We're implying we're a doctor or something. What? Extirpation? Well, I don't want to be extirpated. What? No, we haven't had that pleasure. We have been in the basement, though. You'll eat you're not wearing a hat. Okay. Okay, that was a strange exchange about candles and eating in the attic. Yeah, we'll see if he'll tell us. Darn. I can't imagine. Well, that's certainly modern and true. It's topical. Okay. Wow, he didn't bat an eye on that question. Rebel Mind, welcome in. Good to see you. Dr. Ebersbaker. See, we're all excited you're here. Yes, I am. Hey, bite me, buddy. Okay. All right. And then the construction. Wait, what? Oh, parish. Yeah, that's what I want to know. For reals. Ugh, cold tea. Wait, I'm going to read your sandwich, your situation in a moment. Rebel. Patients dug tunnels. Okay, so he's saying it's all good with the digging the tunnels. Yeah, so she's probably not coming over here then, so I probably don't need to listen for her. Yeah. Well, thank you, Dr. Miller. Number one, game related. The reason we're talking about this is because what we have discovered so far is that the Group E patients were set to digging the tunnels as free labor, basically, free forced labor. In the night, they had to go down in the basement and dig tunnels. And we think that the whole thing about this, yeah, he was a good looking guy. Yeah. The whole thing about this mystery, I think we're going to find out, has to do with the digging of the tunnels. Well, we have to talk to you about the people too, so we're not ready to let you go yet. Spooky jazz, no, sadly. Well, I don't know, actually. A fine job. Well, she let me in, so not that well. What? Tundra, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. So, Tundra, not much has happened today. We opened a lot of drawers. We did finally find Dr. Miller, and we're talking to him now. Wait, no, wait. Get that back up. No, we're still talking. No, 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 no. We're not done. Few toe tags, a brain, that's all. Yeah. I don't like jump scares, but I could use one. We want something exciting to happen. He heard it was closing down and he made arrangements to come here. And what we know about Dr. Miller is that he is a doctor known for drug therapy. It's spooky how much dust is in the air. Well, that's quite true. I do find myself wanting to cough and wash my hands a lot throughout the playing. Yes, Dr. Miller. Are we allowed to say spooky anymore? Why wouldn't we? Is there something, a negative connotation to that word that I'm unfamiliar with which I am unfamiliar? Oh, Jerry. Ooh, now we're calling him Jerry. I know the root of it's sort of a burnt word. Oh. Oh, interesting. I never thought of that. Well, if someone tells me to stop saying it, I will. I don't mean if someone tells me, but like if I understood that it was, had a negative connotation. She wasn't a failure. She didn't know that they were making her patients dig holes in the night. And so she thought they were having these strange psychotic situations where they were super tired and bruised and dirty all the time and they didn't know why. And that's why she thought she was a failure. But actually, it was because Dr. Hanwell was making him go down and dig the tunnels in the middle of the night. So, yeah. It wasn't her fault. The backlogged link comes up. Oh, no. Interesting. He might not know Bruno. Oh. Yeah, I can get in via your own saved link, but not the one. Oh, that's a good thought. Hold on, I'm going to check that in a minute. Well, I mean, I got in, even with security. All caps. Fine. Yes. Well, we've been speaking to him. We need to catch up with Lenny. And we gave him a broom and... No, I have nothing to say ever. I'm sorry, but I have 2 more people to ask about. Okay, he was part of the Group E group, and then Hanwell. Oh, Hanwell's the doctor. He was the big daddy of this place when it was running before. Mm-hmm. A friend in writing. I'm writing down the 2 things that we know we have to come back and have a tool with, which was the sink in the lab on the 3rd floor and the rat cage. Both of those had a tool indicator that we couldn't do anything with right now. Is it odd? Oh no, you guys. Uh-oh, thank you. That's probably been going on for a long time. Hold on, let me fix that.
Photographed, and I respected that. In a way, it
Thank
made
you,
our
Tundra.
relationship more intriguing. We're connected down to the purest level, our thoughts.
Sorry about that, you guys. You're missing all the spooky voices and the creaks and things. I bet that's been like that. Oh, Rebel, thank you. I probably do need to stretch, actually. It's probably been like that. You thought you were deaf. It's probably been like that since the last break, I bet. Sometimes the audio doesn't always come back on after the music. Yeah, Tundra, we're going to be worrying about you. All right, I think that's all we have to talk to him about.
I appreciate the conversation. Goodbye.
It helps that with our legitimacy, that our little book looks like a police book, doesn't it? A police notebook. All right, well, I think we've already rummaged through everything in this creepy lab that we could do before we talk to him. So we got this dead rat that we need to do something about, but we can't. Did you post the song maybe tomorrow in Discord? He did. Oh, he posted something in there. Because I said I'd never heard of the Little Hobo. I think it must not have aired here because we certainly watched a lot of TV. All right, well, the lab was... I guess it was good because now we met Dr. Miller, but... See, you missed all this spooky, creepy creaking noises. Oh, that's the lab where we just came from. I feel like... Lenny! Oh, yay! Here's Lenny, because we got to ask Lenny a few more questions. Lenny's our favorite character so far.
I've been in the basement. You were right.
Really?
Yes, I was there before. And you too. I had this memory. We were working together in some kind of construction project. What were we doing down there?
I don't recall. Everything is so fuzzy.
Lenny, you have to make an effort. This is
Lenny,
important for our
think.
sakes.
I don't want to, please.
Yeah, Lenny,
I
maybe
don't
not
want
for
to
our
remember.
sakes.
It hurts.
Lenny doesn't want to
Okay,
remember.
Don't worry, Lenny. Let's try something else.
Let's go. Lenny. I think we've asked him all these questions.
Did you hear anything else about this?
I wish they'd...
No.
I guess they haven't crossed them off because we still have to ask other people about them. But it means every time I
My
talk to
vision
him,
in
I
the
have to
basement
go
was
through
the
this
first
stuff.
time I felt like I was witnessing something relevant.
Oh, you DM'd me. Okay.
With a meaning. A moment that actually happened.
I
Awesome.
think a part of me wants to remember too. Who I was and my friends. But another part of me knows it
Yeah,
will be
because
painful.
that time is gone, Lenny. You're never getting
Past
that back.
hurts.
So, yeah.
Yes, Lenny. I know
can
what
see
you mean,
why.
and I don't disagree either. But I choose the truth, always.
But Lenny might not choose the truth.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
So it's not really up to
No,
us to force that
I'm
upon
sorry.
him. Let me just say.
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think about that anymore.
Oh, he might know about the French guy.
Nothing else comes to mind?
No, tell him
I
about
don't want to think
LaRoche.
about that anymore.
I think that's a lost opportunity.
Nothing else comes to mind?
All right, well, that's all the
I
topics
don't want to
for
think
Lenny.
about that anymore.
And for some reason, LaRoche, although he's on our task list, this guy...
What can you tell me about Bertrand?
Oh, okay.
Bertrand. That name sounds familiar. He was a friend.
A friend.
Yes, Lenny, I think he was too. Do you know where I can find him? Think hard, please.
Morning meds and a
I'm not
nap.
sure.
Been up for hours.
But I remember him.
XC, thank you so much
We
for
sat
coming in. I
together
really appreciate it. It's
many
always good to
times.
see you.
Nothing else, Lenny?
I'm so sorry, but no.
But no. Hey, Suki, we raided out to Gamer Poets the other night. We actually successfully raided out to him. And he was doing this Horde Night, like modded Horde Night thing when we got there. And it was so crazy. He had these giant zombies. Oh, that's a good one, Rosie. upside down letters, called strikers. Anyway, it was insane. It was like modded to be longer Horde Night, and he had like helpers. I don't know. It was crazy and funny. On 7 Days to Die. I didn't get to see it all because, you know, when I get out of stream at the late hour of 9 p.m., I pretty much go to bed. But
Lenny, what happened to us in the basement?
I don't know. I have too much work to do.
Can't you...
No,
I
I
don't
don't
wanna
want to
talk
talk
about
about the
it.
basement.
Okay.
sorry, Lenny. We're sorry to be pushing.
Do you remember anything about the
I didn't
sewers
ask
down in
Dr.
the
Miller
basement?
any of these task things.
No.
Because
I've
I didn't
never been
actually
there,
think I was supposed to be.
and I don't want to.
I
don't know
believe
how we're
there's
gonna
something important down there.
Drain the sewer. There
Is
must
there
be another
anything you can
access
tell
to the
me about
sewer.
the sewage system in the building?
At
There
8
is
the other
a
night. I mean,
sort
I
of
love a good
septic
sleep.
chamber or tank that can't be opened.
It's complicated. I remember seeing spots where you can
Okay.
put some kind of tool and turn it. Sometimes I can hear a hissing
Giant
sound
zombies
near
somewhere.
those spots.
They were crazy and fun
Pressure, maybe.
to watch. I mean, the Horde Night was fun to watch because it was just so insane. If it were me playing, I wouldn't have been playing. I would have been dead. Okay, well, we saw that map with the spots, but I kind of think I felt like I couldn't access any other spaces. I don't know. We might have to go back down there and work on that some more.
Lenny, about those spots, do you remember where they can be found?
I remember seeing one on a balcony,
Oh,
think-
what?
then
Oh, maybe they
one in
weren't
a
just
room
down.
with bath tubes.
Oh.
Maybe I
Yeah, it
saw
was
another one on
crazy.
the top floor.
That's actually very helpful, Lenny. Thank
That
you.
is very helpful, Lenny. That is very helpful, Lenny. So they weren't all down in the sewer. So a balcony, which seems like a strange place to be able to drain the septic tank. And someplace with bathtubs. Okay.
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think about that anymore.
Sorry, Lenny.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, speak with Lenny. So we're done speaking with Lenny, evidently. All right, thank you,
I
Lenny.
should be on my way, Lenny. Stay
Get
safe.
back to work. I feel like we're sort of pushing Lenny into a place he doesn't want to go. So we can't get past him to that door, which is kind of good because I think I want to go back down the hallway. Oh, wait a second. Was there something behind me? Wait a minute. Let me pop back in here, you guys. Oh, that was it. Okay, never mind. That's what was behind me. Lenny is a dead end. The complexity of the design in the window bathed this spot of the corridor with a unique glow, but no longer. So, you guys, since the tile guy isn't coming today, I bet my designer is not coming today either. I was kind of listening for her because I needed to talk to her for a second, but maybe that's not going to happen. Okay, I kind of want to go back to Dr. Miller and just talk to him about these task subjects real quick in case we need to do that. So, let me stick my microphone in your face, Dr. Miller. He's not going to be happy to see
Dr.
us.
Miller?
What is it this time?
Just one moment of your time, please.
I don't know why any of these people are talking to me, to be honest. Oh, we can't even click on the task. Oh, we're on it.
The reason I'm here is to research the older history of the Institute, from its heyday until the strange circumstances of its collapse.
As you can imagine, that's not a
So we're
topic we
pretending
like
we're
to
a
discuss
reporter
here.
as
We
opposed
prefer
to
look forward, not
admitting
back
we're a
in the
patient?
past.
Well,
Okay.
as the new director, aren't you interested in what happened?
That remark seemed slightly insulting.
I didn't mean to.
Look, it was all a sorry episode that none of us are proud of. And
Well,
those
I would like to know
responsible
about
have
it.
long since been apprehended. And that's the end of it.
Apprehended. Interesting.
Just one more question about the past.
No.
Why are you so interested in learning about the past?
Well, I was here in the Institute around that time,
Oh, are we admitting?
but I don't quite recall all the events that transpired.
Maybe we're not.
Those unfortunate circumstances deeply affected me. And I must understand why.
Oh, he'll
What
probably give
was
us a
your
pill.
role in the Institute?
Yeah, I think we are telling.
Used to be with patients most of the time.
This is all becoming a waste of my time. What was the question?
Were you acquainted with the Institute back in those days?
Only tangentially.
The
This is
main
my first
character
time
is
here.
ones you interact with are
right.
British. Do we know where
And
this
that
is set?
concludes
Well,
this
I've decided it's
conversation.
set on the coast of Maine, but perhaps not. Only because we looked out the window and saw the ocean. But that was really the only reason. And because it seems like there are horror stories that are set in giant, moldering Victorian mansions on the coast of Maine, aka Stephen King. And so it seemed fitting, but we don't actually have any idea where it is. I mean, the main character is American, and all the ones you meet are British. Did Lenny have a British accent? I watch so much British TV that the accents don't really stand out to me anymore very much. Unless they're like, you know, in Kingdom Come Deliverance, there's a lot of like, there's Scottish and Irish and Yorkshiremen and Welsh. I mean, the accents are all a little crazy considering it's supposed to be taking place in Bohemia. So those stand out to me, but I haven't been noticing them in this game. The janitor, he was lazy, or of course he was British. He's not actually a janitor, he's actually a patient who's wandering the halls sweeping. I have called him a janitor though, so.
There's one more.
Please, enough chatter. I have work to do.
Okay, well I didn't think he was going to help us about that.
I'm looking for information on a patient called Bertrand.
Bertrand is one from the old group, right?
Yes.
I believe so. I've seen footage of him in the therapy room.
Footage? Intriguing. I'll have to take a look at that. But yes, of course he sounds familiar.
You
He's
haven't
here
wandered
tonight.
around? I'm
What do
British,
you
everyone.
mean,
Calm down. It was a
here?
joke.
Physically?
Physically? What are you, a ghost hunter?
Of course he was
Of
British.
course,
That's pretty
flesh and
funny,
blood.
actually.
He's one of the
Sorry.
patients being relocated.
This is an incredible development. Where can I see him?
I don't have such details.
What?
All I know is
Bertrand's
that he's in
here.
the same cell where he used to be.
Okay. Where was he? Where did we see that list of all the cells? You know, we're just going to have to walk down that creepy tunnel of the damned, as it is called, and look in all the cells again. Maybe he'll
Sorry,
tell us.
where was Bertrand's cell?
As I told you, I don't know the exact cell number.
Oh.
Only it's the same one where he used to be.
All right.
Thanks for nothing.
Thank you.
I don't know if we had that information, but perhaps we did. Man, I'm glad I came back in here to talk to him about these things. Oh,
You mentioned that Bertrand is back in the Institute?
Yes, the same cell as before.
I forgot to ask something else.
no, I
I'm
will
sorry,
not
but I
speak to
really
you
need
any
to
longer. Okay. Man,
I'll
I'm
be on my
glad
way.
that we came back to talk to him about that, because that is pretty critical info, that Bertrand is back. Okay. Also, all right, I think isn't this the hall where Lenny's sweeping up? Yeah. So now we got to go this way, because we came up this floor and kind of in the middle of the floor. So we need to go do the other half. Okay, so there is there's some tool situation in here. It seems like we need a way to stop up the sink, but none of the equipment that I have so far. Oh, this is the solarium. We've already been in here. A large hole in the roof didn't precisely convey a sense of security, but we haven't found the thing that we can use for that. And then the rat cage, maybe the wire cutters would work, but when we tried to use them with Dr. Miller standing there, oh, Lenny's cart's out of the way, so we can go upstairs now. Nice. Dr. Miller chastised us for it. Oh, the museum. That might be creepy. There's potentially some things we can poke around in here. Although if the morgue wasn't creepy, I'm not sure why the museum would be creepy. Had turned into a grotesque carnival of abominations. Some potential here, guys. Potential. Some instruments for unknown purposes, which I didn't want to discover. It's interesting how you can make that be creepy. Maybe there'll be something to clog the drain in here. Several skulls were arranged on a shelf. Many of them appeared to have been drilled into. What is that word called? Tympaning? Gosh dang it. I'll tell you, this is my worst thing about getting old, is that I've lost a lot of my vocabulary is like disappearing. I used to have a really good vocabulary, and a lot of it, my words have gone. Anyway, tympaning, it's that science of drilling a hole in your head. I'm assuming that's what the skulls are about. Look at this fine gentleman down here. Oh, we got to look at these things. Can we? Not yet. Oh! A complete human skeleton. It seemed real. Yeah, it just depends how you read it. It can be creepy or mundane. Okay, it's so weird to me that this mental hospital, this insane asylum decided to have pictures, creepy pictures of insane people as the art on the walls. This picture depicted someone important with some sort of gory medical intervention happening behind him. So like medical school? Okay. Yeah, the fact that there's a museum in the asylum at all seems a little bit strange. Although he said something about it and I was too busy blabbing to really take it in. Were those ears? But why? I think there was a study about ear shapes. This exhibit displayed hands of various shapes submerged in some kind of liquid. I hope you guys are getting suitably creeped out. I'm not really. Here's a hat. Oh, look at this little whatever it is. An abomination of nature. A baby with gut-wrenching birth defects. Really? Sitting on a plinth? Wouldn't it be in one of these? It was a jar with something odd inside. An organ shaped like a pastry? Hideous. Or perhaps it was a pastry. Perhaps it was Rebel's next meal. Sorry, Rebel. Couldn't help it. Ooh! It looked like some kind of animal. Another twisted feature of this gloomy museum. So I'm wondering, so we read a little article earlier that Dr. Miller was involved in the whole thalidomide scandal in the 1950s. And I'm wondering if some of these are thalidomide, results of that. Tweezers. Oh, maybe the tweezers will be for the rat cage. That seems possible. TPT-071. All right, we got to write that down. We've only had one combination lock puzzle in the game so far, but because of that, I've had to write down every number that we've seen in case there's another one, which is probably a waste. Okay, and then we have TPT-048. No, I wrote TPT. Rebels probably got me on lurk. Too bad, so we didn't get to hear my not so funny joke. A typical glass slide. Okay, so is that one of our tools now? Stapler. It seemed a convenient spot for placing a glass slide to pick up samples. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I didn't need to cut that. But I like to try everything. I didn't need to stab that. Oh, slide. No, I want to pick it up. For putting tissue samples on it. This could come in handy later. Okay, but we clearly need something. All right, but it's not the slide. Tweezers? I wanted to say I didn't need to tweeze that. Okay, but now I don't have my red crayon. It might have broken the crayon if it was used in that way. But we can't let that happen. This wasn't meant for placing the valve in. Well, I'm assuming it's meant for the slide, but... Alright, I'm a little bit confused. What is it that we... Yeah, see, now we got the... I don't know. I'm confused. So we potentially have also something in the museum that we might have to come back and do. I don't know. I'm confused. Or if that was just indicating that there was a new thing. So we have the TPT 091, which I wrote down as 071. This is good if you take notes that you don't actually get correct. And then TPT... Oh, another one. Wait, what? TPT... What was that one? 102? 102. Now I have to look at all of them again. This one was TPT 048. Oh, I'm about to lose my pen. This one, TPT 152. And there's a lot of TPTs. This stuff is in the museum. I'm going to forget this. Fascinating stuff, you guys, I know. That's why you come here, right? For this kind of serious gameplay. Oh, there was an 071. Okay. I thought I miswrote the 091, 071. Okay, so we got all this. We don't know what it's for, but we have it. Duly noted. A series of radiographs showed various areas of the human body. Okay. Human brains. Charming. And another creepy picture. Oh, look. Oh, he's doing a little pinchy thing. I was hoping he was doing the hammer, knee hammer. We found a bunch of those in the morgue. Knee hammers. A patient undergoing some painful treatment. All right, well, the museum proved to be not so exciting either, although we did get some tweezers and a slide. Man, that thing is creepy. Nice chandelier and good medallion, right? And a cove ceiling. All right, let's get out of here. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Dr. Hanwell's office, and guess what, you guys? We do, in fact, have some keys. This is exciting. I mean, I think the red crayon is the thing, actually. The key ring wouldn't... Oh, come on! I guess Bruno didn't have clearance to go everywhere. And we did learn earlier in the game, yesterday, I think, that the key to Dr. Hanwell's office and something else was missing. But shoot, I wanted to go in Dr. Hanwell's office. All right, at least now we know where it is. All right, I feel as though... Oh, we can go up on the 3rd floor, right? So that's exciting. Although now I kind of want to go back down in the basement and work on draining that septic tank. Who knows who's in there? Somebody's probably floating around in there. I wonder if they have a horror game where you are cleaning up and refurbishing a house like this. Probably. House flippers. This, oh no! Lenny's card is back! Maybe it was always here. Maybe it didn't move. Maybe I looked up here and I thought it was gone. But maybe it wasn't. Darn it, I thought we were going to get to go up there. Okay, let's look at our task list. So we have to find... we have to do this, and we have to enter Bertrand's cell. Yeah, we have no idea what of this stuff. I wonder if we can try our... Look, we don't have the tweezers. Wait, what happened to the tweezers? What happened to the tweezers? All right, let's go back down in the cells and see if we can find Bertrand, because he's supposed to be back. We don't know what his cell was. His cell number was. And we got to try this septic tank thing. I need to find that map again. Now that I know what those circles indicated. I don't know if this is the cells or if this is the sewer test. Oh yeah, remember this creepy doll, you guys? Look. I wish we could keep it, but we can't. Alright, let's go. It's either the sewers, which we also need, or it is the cells, which we also need. So either way, I think we're good coming down this hall. Oh, this is the sewers, maybe? Alright, so... Oh, no, we might be finished on this floor. Or not. Where did we see that map? So, because Lenny told us that it was like a balcony. Oh, there's the creepy basement. The balcony and someplace with some bathtubs. You think that might be like the treatment room. Okay, here's the place where we had the excuse me, here's the place where we had the flashback. This is where the patients were digging in the middle of the night, unbeknownst to their therapist. Okay, here's some valves, but they all appear to be here. I gotta find that map that showed all those circles. I didn't understand it when I was looking at it, and I might not understand it now, but I might. I think we're finished in here. I actually wish that we could carry a map with us, because having to find maps all the time is not as good as being able to tote it with us. We got ads starting in about 5 minutes. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. No surprise that, huh? Go back out. That'll be our last ad break of the stream, and we'll probably take that break. Oh, sorry, you guys. It was hopeless. The door firmly shut in place. All right. Oh, yeah, there was 2 basement entrances. This messed me up last time. The other door we can get into, but that door right now we can't. I think that's where we came from. So let's go back down here and go back down in the basement. That sewer thing might be... that sewer map might be down here. I kind of feel like that's so gross down here, and we got this squelchy sound when we walk around. It's very creepy. I think we can't get through here with the information that we have at the moment, but it was impossible to proceed any further. So we had one valve place in here, but we already did it. Oh, I hate that noise. But I'm thinking maybe the map is down here. So this is the puzzle that we're trying to solve. So this thing was full, and every time we do one of these valve things... Oh, okay. We do... Okay, so hydrotherapy. I don't think we've been in the hydrotherapy room. So we did this one, the sewer. Then we got the greenhouse. Did we see a greenhouse? I'm kind of... Well, we had that courtyard. Okay, let me write these down. Because we can look at them on the map. Greenhouse, hydrotherapy, and balcony, which seems a little bit big for a giant building like this. Okay, those are our spots to find valves. And then we can't open that until that's done. Alright, well, there was some value in coming down here. I did read those before, but I wasn't taking in the importance of them. Okay, I think that might be all we care about on this hall. So I think we gotta go back upstairs, through the cafeteria. Oh, maybe we can go this way. And then down into the cells from there. This is where the creepy red lights are. Oh, here's some cells. Nice. Dragonspun, welcome in. Dragonspun, you guys, maybe if you weren't here last night for the raid, Dragonspun streamed yesterday, which was very exciting to see her back on. So make sure you're following her. I need to add you to my auto shouty list, Dragonspun, because now she's going to be streaming, and that's exciting. I like that game you were playing. It was cool. It was kind of a, you know, what do you call those? You were saying city builder. It kind of reminded me of, yeah, but kind of a cute one. Yeah, kind of a cute one, like more of a, had more of a like a Stardew Valley kind of vibe to it. It was sweet. Yeah, but super relaxed, exactly. Well, I mean, we have to look for Bertrand in the cells. The only thing spooky about this game, for the most part so far, is the music. The music's trying hard to make a vibe, but nothing much is happening. In fact, let me give you a shouty since you didn't get the auto shouty, since I just told everyone to follow you, and then I didn't give them a way to do that. There you go. Town to city. Yeah, it was cute. All right, I'm stuck. Oh. Wait. Yeah, nothing much. I mean, we've had a few things that were... Okay, I kind of feel like... I'm not sure we were done with this hall, were we? We've had a couple of little spooky things, but... Oh, yeah, I guess we were. Oh! But I was not dying to get in there anyway. But nothing today. Today we've been opening a lot of drawers, interviewing people, and reading stuff. Nothing at all scary has happened yet. But we are on a mission. Ooh, there's somebody in there, but is it Bertrand? I really enjoy mystery games. Nancy Drew is a fave. Nice. Hey, Bertrand. If that's him, he can't talk to us. All right, that didn't help. Should we do it again? We're just making him more insane. Well, that's probably not possible. Wait a second. If this is the security office, then we're in the Hall of Cells. Where is Bertrand? I guessed it was time to move on and leave this door alone. We're going to go in the security office and see if that list of where the patients are was in here. I remember we saw it. No, I really needed the keys. There was always a risk of bumping into Bruno. Oh, yeah. I was thinking maybe I was trying to put the keys back, and I'm not. The shelves were empty and full of dust. Bruno must be making his rounds. There was some random notes hanging on the cork board. Okay, let's look at this folder. All right, let's see. Oh, this is Bruno's journal. Let's see if there's anything new. No. Okay, so that wasn't... Well, let's keep looking. Bruno's desk was quite a mess. Bruno. The drawer seemed like it was about... It must be football season. Lots of football-related ads. Really? Interesting. I am always curious what the ads are. Come on. Whatever was in here, we already took it, obviously. But somewhere there was a list of... I feel like somewhere there was a list of what patients were in what cells. So I was thinking... I gotta go look at a map, because I was thinking... I keep saying cells, but they are cells. I mean, right? These are not rooms. So Bertrand is not down here, evidently. We gotta go find a map. Hanging on the wall. I wish we could carry a map with us. Looking at the equipment made me feel uncomfortable, as if I wanted to walk away. So then, let's do that. I feel like we're not accomplishing very much today, you guys. Well, we probably are. We're getting a lot of information. Oh, here's some rooms. I'm guessing that's not Bertrand. Didn't he say there was only one high-risk patient in here? I'm thinking that guy's kind of high risk. This cell wouldn't open. And we couldn't get into 105A, which was Some other patients that we cared about, who I now cannot remember. Oh, Crawford's room. I didn't want to keep looking. I guess that's not Bertrand. This cell wouldn't open. They are calling them cells too. Okay, it's not just me. You can tell this is a very modern facility, thinking about modern patient care. The sight of these deeply disturbed people was disheartening, to say the least. Oh, Tool! The door was locked, but surely someone in the Institute had the key to it. Could it be we do? They are designed to keep people in. That's a cell, right? Exactly. All right, you guys, we're going in. We are going in. Oh, I don't like shutting the door behind me. Oh, this is Bertrand, I bet. What do you think? Well, Bertrand, excuse me just a moment, because I'm going to search your room before I speak to you. The mattress had a putrid smell. Very cozy. Oh, look, chess. I don't think we had any... Uh-oh. Flashback. Was this our room? No, that's Bertrand. And the big creepy guy who was like a baby. Wait, is he shooting himself up? Oh, red crayon! You guys, we have a red crayon. I bet we give it to Bertrand. Well, that was a little freaky. I guess the big guy didn't like crayons. Another vision, but with a clear sense of purpose. This patient, Bertrand, had seemed something of major importance, which he absent-mindedly attempted to draw on the floor. But what? Had I seen it? Bear, good morning. How is your day starting off? All right, can we play chess? In the vision, a nurse had played a music box, which prompted Bertrand to draw something on the floor. Us too, Bear. We have just been wandering around a lot, opening drawers this morning in the game. So remember, there was a music box downstairs in Bruno's office. I don't think we could take it, but maybe we'll be able to take it later. Alrighty. There was nothing of interest on this stand. Well, I know, but you have to click on everything, right? Books, papers. The books were covered in dust, meaning they hadn't been read in a long time. So Bertrand was brought back and stuffed in his old cell. Oh, okay. What had they done to you, Bertrand? Bertrand, guess what? I have a red crayon here somewhere. No, I don't want to stab you or take a slide of you. But check it, Bertrand. Look, here's a crayon. Here you go, Bertrand. Draw something for us. He's probably going to eat it. Or he's going to scream because of that big guy. I mean, come on. Uh-oh, he didn't draw anything. Maybe we've got to come back later. I know, right? Bertrand, there he was, but seemingly in a state of catatonia or trance. I wondered if he'd be of any help. Well, let's just see. So we used up our crayon. Oh, get the music box. Okay, so I need to go get the music box. Yeah. There was a music box downstairs in the security office. So he's not going to talk to us about anything, but let's just see. I wondered if my visions were somehow related to the incidents in the basement. What were we doing down there? They came without warning, random flashes of past events that I witnessed or was part of. Okay. An idea was forming in my mind. Oh, we haven't had this review. This is probably good. Had patients been abused in here? And if so, for what purpose? What had happened to me? I remembered seeing Lenny in my vision in the basement, among others, presumably the so-called Group E. Perhaps he'd be able to provide more information on this important topic now. Lenny doesn't want to talk about it. I had to keep investigating the nature of this Group E and how it was connected to the series of mysterious visions. Okay. Did we talk this one out? I figured that whatever resulted in the downfall of Hanwell Mental Institute had something to do with the condition that was ailing me. While I still wasn't able to connect all the dots, a feeling of increasing unease crept upon me whenever I pondered the significance of those underground tunnels. Okay. Who was Bertrand's cellmate? Was he also involved in the events that led to this nightmare? So there was a big guy who had a mind of a baby, and I think that's the cellie. Okay, so we just talked to ourselves. I quite enjoyed speaking with Julia. She gave me a sense of peace and comfort that I didn't expect to find in this place. I pondered Dr. Miller's intentions, why he was so fixated on reopening Hanwell Mental Institute under such ghastly conditions. That's a good question. There was little that I knew about Dr. Miller, either concerning his new role or his past relationship with the Institute. What was Ebersbacher's role in the past events that led Hanwell Mental Institute to close its doors? It was comforting to know there was some degree of security in the building, even if it was Bruno in charge. Lenny's job consisted of cleaning various areas of the Institute. He was deemed harmless and was allowed to freely roam around as a sort of therapy. I knew very little about Crawford, who seemed to be a patient of mysterious Group E. Dr. Hanwell was closely acquainted with Dr. Miller, who apparently was keen on becoming his successor, but we don't know why. Okay. All right, let's go get the music box, I guess.